one, don't need no break. Hut one, hut two, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
Just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Commanders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Shepard now from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Corral. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Corral. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Corral. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Back to throw, Corral. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Yeah, he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 7, Powell being chased out left. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Powell throwing on 3rd down here. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Come on.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Hurts. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Corral now on second down. They'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Corral from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Deron Payne, the big deep tackle there to make the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Try to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 19-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now Corral on 3rd and 2. Caught left left side, Hopkins. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Second and goal from the 1. Again, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Second down and a run by Robinson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now throwing on first down here. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see? Well,
from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down at 5. And Corral will throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Corral. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. On first down, going back to Patterson. He'll take this to the 46. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Second and 6. Faking the handoff. Howell. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Shepard now from the end zone. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Howell. And he finds the tight end Rodgers. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Gonna need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
1st and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Corral, and that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Corral on 2nd down. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Oh, nice move. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And Corral will throw it. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. back to throw. Corral. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything. And here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll go for it on 4th. Here's Corral. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Howell. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Yeah, this is going to be touchdown, but what a gift here. That's going to set the return team up in the red zone already.
At the 20-yard line. Ready.
On 1st down, it's Corral. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the 1st down marker.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Corral. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Off play action. Here's Corral. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And Gay missed it. Pulled it off to the left. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they enjoy this 4th quarter lead, starting out 1st and 10 now following the missed field goal. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Robinson on a give right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter, getting down to the good stuff. Howell throwing again after the pick 6. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Third and long, here's Howell. Complete, it's Dodson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Corral looking to pass, 2nd down. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Corral. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished. And now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And some room to work. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 65 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on third down? The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They got to get to the 23 here on third. On the counter, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And Gay knocks this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired?
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Joe Ron Williams. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off. Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the fourth quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one